Befambo de unakushe unakabo. Welcome to Current Affairs. This is our favorite program. Where we can come with every weekend to una. Today we can look in the life of the APC Tolongbo tollgate panbody. You know, Sierra Leoneans, all man they talk about President Bill in 4 year times. What did President Bill don't do inside in 4 years since he become president in the Republic of Sierra Leone? But everybody just they focus on President Bill in 4 years. But we thought and feel say that President Bill in 4 years what he don't work tremendously. But however, we get a custom, some mistake them, some block them. We be the challenge President Bill from 2018 till now. So we believe say it will be unfair what we will only talk about President Bill in 4 years in governance, then we forget about the APC Tolongbo tollgate panbody, the Mamie cause party, the party will not mean well for people them, the party will not mean well for Sierra Leoneans them. They must say, let we look into it. Let we see, since President Bill the rule in the 4 years, difficulties, but we see say the oppositions they also they be there like a stormy block. Now we live, now President Bill in live. So today we can highlighting all the things them way be the happy inside the opposition their life, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the evil. So we get for analyze and today. Once again, me now Bobo, Dima the Great, SLPP Bobo. Well, let me give the opportunity to the co-host DJ Force. Let it tell how do. DJ Force, welcome to the program.
Yes, fellow Sierra Leoneans today. In the studio, Dima, I greet you out there. Good morning, Salone, good evening, Australia. And anywhere you're there, I say greetings to you, and I also welcome you to Current Affairs.
For we don't lose DJ Force, but however, what if just the join with is not Current Affairs, not for share the program. Yes, tolongbo no go sidoya, tolongbo no go sidoya. You know, Sierra Leonean, we are the on current affairs. We there to remind Sierra Leoneans about everything. You know, some people can say, "Hey, why would they sing the song? Oh, why this that?" But we get for analyzing still now. Why we they sing the song tolongbo no go sidoya? And just like how the people of Sierra Leone they don't say tolongbo no go sidoya from 2018 till now, we not go allow tolongbo let sidoya. Tolongbo then opposition and they never belong. Well, however, I want to use this opportunity and introduce the chair lady. Let himself can tell when I do. They will begin the program. Chair lady, welcome to the program.
Well, good morning, Sierra Leoneans, and good evening, Australian time. The mother already said why we say tolongbo no dey sidoya. They can analyze the APC 4 years in opposition. And when President Biobi dey in opposition, what are the good things that we do? And what the APC don't do now 4 years in opposition? We know say today, they get soba mamie cause. But make it be saying a new one or tolongbo. But if una repeat to ourselves, then una know they do well for ourselves. Me family there. This is current affairs. Now here we they bring the key point for discussion.
Thank you very much, Madam Tenet Bakad. That was the voice of Madam Tenet Bakad, the beautiful voice of Madam Tenet Bakad, the woman where they keep the record straight. Without wasting time, DJ Force, you can't tell the people that had.
Well, fellow Sierra Leoneans, I will greet to now, then I come on. Me really talk to now. I mean, DJ Force, the SLPP DJ. I welcome una and current affairs. And we can't tell una the importance of being in opposition and the laziness of being in opposition and the 4 years of APC being in opposition. And we welcome una and current affairs. And I also welcome the SLPP lovers, both internal and external. And I hope so now we can join we for those that can get the correct information. For those who know, say we not only get forget for concentrate on the central government, and we get for also look at the opposition, whose position they hold in line of politics, and within the responsibility where they don't feel we. So we get for educate with people and out there. I tell you, thank you for bringing me into the studio.
Thank you very much, DJ Force. The SLPP DJ was Sierra Leonean. This is current affairs. However, before I hit them, I will want just take a little break. Now just listen to certain politicians that we don't feel we will believe say they know me well for Sierra Leone. Now listen to what we brought Agapote with.
Let nobody not advise me about next promo. Let nobody not tell me nothing. Nothing will not be by again. No secrets will not they keep about next promo. Not saying one grade no more than pay school fees for. Not saying one grade no more get blessing. Not saying one grade no more than suffer for. Igbo, what's your next promo defend again? You don't be president for almost 11 years. You don't be chairman and leader for almost 20 years. You don't select everybody. You know, down to flag bearer, we know get that power day. We don't be a. Bro, you don't get connection. You don't get host them. You don't get money. You don't get friends them. What's he defend again? You don't sit on a BBC. You don't lie say you come out.
Come up to 4 years now. We don't be all lengthen a day. You don't box up the party. You don't have to pokuma make us at the party. This way no one day be so. We don't be all lengthen a day. Check us still be no one day behave so. Igbo anya put out asel. On put out asel. Moko karmoko. Opuska follow. O join can fedro karante ka tomoka rose. Soap koros. Yes. And escroma contact go ba blessing. Contact ba rama school fees. Contact go ba rubai. Mposko emaswa. Mposko president at strength of what skin. Mposko chairman and leader at strength of what dressers. Mpoko ka select and select of flag there and buy and power ngati di besko box ne. Ko emaswa. Mposo ta koko ka de adorodi. Mpo ida do BBC mpo yem sa super after 3 months resign amo resign. Mpo sack temper test. So I know they take down the let nobody not can me PV, they can advise me. When I go there, when I go to her, when I go tell her, lay word of the chairman and leader position. Yes. But if he say no, they do, I swear to God, when big man say they can't join Pikin and tight dance na pala, I swear to God, if you say would they dance, I swear to God, would they strip him? Would they strip that chairman and leader they with molestation? Now that's he wants.
Now, my family there. Welcome again to Current Affairs. You know, when we dey talk about certain individuals then who believe say they know me well for that nation day, that this night they happen. We don't get Marabio, since Marabio don't sit on na power for 2018. But before that, before Marabio come, we see Tijan Kaba be in a power, he lost power, he hand over power peacefully. The SLPP remain in opposition for 11 good years. By right, not to sweet for happy. And as Bekruma add another extra time for a young tenure for let it go 11 good years. We sit down, we not talk, we not do nothing. Well, not let's say we not able to do something, we will do something, but we believe in democracy. And we believe say Sierra Leone a matter. Any leader way God don't give we will for accept them. Whether a better, whether a halakio will for accept them. Because of all the halaki the way they be give between doing 11 years opposition, we accept them. Because we know say power now from God, na all time. Even we see say they abuse them. But now we don't see say President Bio from the day President Bio take power. They don't become so busy inside the opposition more than ever before. I believe say in the history of Sierra Leone, we don't one day see things like this. A sitting government sit down, not able to arrange things yet to put things in place, but they're so busy to destabilize the government. You know, so now we come back to this. Say Tolongbo no de Sidonia, Tolongbo no de Sidonia. So it's like that song where we sing Tolongbo no de Sidonia. And not only because we a mother be with the kind of power. Now permanent opposition are the Tolongbo supposed to sit down because Tolongbo no mean well for Sierra Leoneans. But however, I want to give this opportunity to DJ Force. Let's analyze in 2 minutes 3 things that we believe say the opposition them we don't do or whether a good thing or better thing to Sierra Leone before we come to Madam Tenepaka. They will begin show the real things there now. So PRO, tell we about Tolongbo, not the Sidonia.
Fellow Sierra Leoneans, the reason why in 2018 when we get our message and that information, the true music, because music is another way for true information to the public. Music they play a brighter role into every community, into every region, into every society. So Sierra Leone they be take to a fit say the need for signing is a stronger sign to the ruling party by then will be there in power for say they know they sit on a status anymore and they know they give them their power. Now may they be sing that music the Tolongbo no de Sidoya angry boku. But before I continue.
Oh, sorry, we don't lost DJ Force. Yeah, before DJ Force continue, let Madam Tenepaka. You don't the same thing go to Madam Tenepaka. I think you will help DJ Force a little bit. Yes, Madam Tenepaka. You mute, man.
When the Sierra Leone People's Party be in opposition, what in President will do? It contributes immensely.
Madam Tenepaka, one second, please. Let DJ Force continue.
Yeah, I'm very sorry. Well, before I continue in that, I want to let every Sierra Leonean go back in 2007 to 2012. From 2012 to 2018, look around your community, check behind your backyard, your districts, and your chiefdom. Ask yourself, what is APC? Which benefits they bring come for una? where una go feel say the music where they sing tolongbo no dey sit down wrong. But Sierra Leoneans, I for draw our attention say this na a political party we not go able to take una responsibility and we not go able to deliver for una. Because from 2007, APC failure, they increase every day around Sierra Leone and now the sub-region. So if Sierra Leone then come together and vote against APC and make sure say, all right, una law try them at the opposition, they don't go to the opposition, we don't see several demonstrations, several burning and killing, burning houses, burning marketplaces across the country. Where this all they tell una say, even if this party will now continue for whole inside opposition, they will continue for destroy waiting will make una country be in competition with other West Africa region. From 2007 to 2012 until 2018, this is not a political party we can power. We're able to take the gold, the paramount chief, the gold, where Naina Sierra Leone, the riches, where British man they become crown paramount chief then with their staff then they if and the crown go take today, no high court, no magistrate court, no able to investigate that matter, no anti-corruption, no able to investigate that matter. So if una hear that music tolongbo no this you don't free talk, then we have more to say and we get more forgive to the public for many no say. Then why come 2023, we will not vote for them. And even that opposition, they will not give them because at the end of the day, when they did our opposition, inside Free Talk Capital City, where they call as their own stronghold, the electricity way President build up the brinker and the SLPP don't the brinker, they don't they destroy. Yes, they don't they destroy. They, at the end of the day, they go back to the media or on the radio station say blackout in a Free Talk. And every Freetonian sit down, ministers them, they sit down, lawyers they sit down, journalists they sit down, civil society they sit down. They see President Bio they bring brand new transformer when they use in America, England, Germany. For learn more with people that enjoy electricity benefits and water supply, they cut the transformer there, they cut the pipe there, they cut the electricity cable there, they destroy electricity across Sierra Leone. Me witness na Poloko where they go put bombs away because they say they don't tire for the inside blackout. A president, you don't bring electricity, we're not to be in manifesto, but now it only bring electricity for them. Then other people they say because they're the opposition, that is the way they go campaign to the public for Kana power. Or the people they put bombs away. So that now me witness and make a left for first. I have more to say for other speakers they take over me, but Sierra Leoneans they una not forget about una staff. The paramount chief, the staff, where they able to see them gold and they in their hand. Up to this day, no anti-corruption, not able to investigate that matter, no able to call upon former president in the Republic of Sierra Leone and his by Kroma for can investigate about the paramount chief, the gold, where they part of the staff, what did they do, champ, and who side the crab go. They're not able to investigate APC up to this day. But we keep monitoring and we are keep watching the public and the status and the parliament and the court of law in the Republic of Sierra Leone. Thank you, Dima. If you want for make us say why tolongbo no for Sidona. Sierra Leone, then at Chief Monday. Thank you.
Now, I am Peter. Thank you very much, DJ Force. Now we'll go to Madam Tenet Bata.
Fellow Sierra Leoneans, today we talk about APC 4 years in opposition. When we talk about opposition go there for count constructive criticism, or if government they try for do something for the community, if they know say there are advantages and disadvantages, then they weigh. If the disadvantage they weigh more than the advantage for community for access that particular thing where government want for do, now the responsibility for tell and say no. But this not the opposition we don't they, then they walk out of Parliament House. COVID-19 come, President Bio call them, he said this is a national issue. Instead, now could and go arrange for can kill President Bio. When Ebola be there, SLPP day in opposition, President Bio call on all the people that are the entire Sierra Leone say, let them join the government for make sure say they tackle down the Ebola. Let nobody not bring politics kind inside, but they're not doing. Instead, They left NGC, they go ask, almost don't count in for the Ebola money. These are the people that we don't do in opposition. Then they take the young people, then they recruit them into conflicts, then they give them drugs for can cause mayhem. Now the northern part of Salon inside Freetown. These are the people that were there in opposition, where they be promised one of the flagship programs, say they go electrify Salon. They did 11 years, they're not able to do. President Biodon can in 3 years, he want electrify the entire country. When they see the transformer burning and the cable cutting inside Freetown, Tolongbo Lokomasama until they put Bonsue for them. These are the people that were President Biodon bring motorcar for they clean the city to the mayor. Instead, then they take their motorcar, then they go dump them. Then send bus na Makeni for school. Then they send their bus right around the country. Then say they're not going to use them bus. Then they make them people. Then they damage them bus system. These are the opposition where run the country. The government said and say, okay, we don't give una country. The SLPP government can't take over. Do ya una can't say we? What you una do? And who say una not reach? Let us start from there. Former President Ernest Baikoma, he refused in not do it. Instead, if they go to them villages there, they incite people there, they put tribal messages na their head say, the commission of inquiry, where President Biodon can for 30 many people there. He not say for 30 people there, because he knows say the many there, now they occupy, now they're the highest population at the northern part of Salon. So now then it go begin the dirty the brains of the young people there.
You volley don't go. Some check back, check you volley don't go, do ya? Madam Tenepa, you volley don't go. Okay, check now. Continue. Good.
Yes. So say Analysing. These people that be don't run the country, in agree for make no hand it over to President Bio for explain to her exactly how far they don't go, who side them stop. Where President Kababi they left, he tell her, he said I don't get funding for roads. When a European Union from Kuwait and all the other countries there, where they don't give this funding for the road, look the money will not touch on it, but now then say all he get for do. These people there 11 years. Then start their work, then they do a half, then left half, then do a half, then left half. President Bio, now under in government, they don't cut down the Gendema road. Boku side, and they just go touch them left and they eat the money. These are the people then, where they in opposition. Anything what the president bring when a good thing. He said that they say the free quality education, let them pick in and not take education not important. What thing I would don't see. Now fake PhD then they go under mango tree, then they go do mockery for say, forget PhD, can go get an dirty box, which is totally wrong, a lie. That then they try for dirty the brains of the young people then say, you no need for go school, say forget PhD, no need for go through the right channel. You can go now one dirty block host, panbody now waterload and go give you PhD. Now a very bad thing that the way then they dirty the brain of the young people then. These are the opposition where we get by election. Then they go parade Malaysians then they go up and down now the streets of Salon. And they call on the Creole Descendants Association. Una sit down, una not begin crying. Council of Churches, una they watch out, una not they talk. The Muslim Association of that country, community leaders, una sit down, una they see the intimidation, waiting the opposition they do, una not talk it. Kanda Yunkela, Makeni Life Matter, you sit down at parliament, they see. They don't parade militias there. Nakoya, you not talk it. APC not get no good way they bring to the people of Lalo because they not believe in democracy. That 1967, whether be the whole people that by force for support APC, now the same system and then they do in opposition. Anything when a development, what this government bring then go say they're not here because they are not developmentally oriented. Look the university where President Bio they build Nakono. He go talk say that university there, 3 years President Bio for Dondona. In 11 years, he promised the Kono people there. When are they former first lady come out, former vice president, Santumana where they disgrace na Salon. The magistrate court been there, they're not able to reinstate her. Now it was say under 3 years President Bio for don't be that university. And if Koma, you be there 11 years, why not be land? Why not be land? This is not destructive opposition. We know they left them inside opposition. Then they go finally. They got to by opposition. So the people of Sierra Leone are open una yai. Not to forgo chase votes. Then people that they're not good for themselves, they're not good for Salone. Now the only opposition this when they don't go in opposition, then go lunge, then begin loot, then hotel, then all them things then. They say now the government be don't put on there. So we will not do something. Other sitting president can you not go continue if not good thing una don't do before instead then they go and loot their office there. Then loot government motor car, then cross the border, then can't go na Pamalab. Go with and say inside Guinea, then they thief government motor car there. Una wonder, una one, una picking there. Una one, una man them. Una want them. Matter kind of men they are lahin. Mother be on the no more segula. I will hinga lahin. No more segula oh. Mother be on no more segula oh. I will hinga lahin. Now one una picking there. Yeah. We not there for agree. We don't see which side then they come out. And now we're ready for them. So la whole I first let DJ first time inside. Nothing they know they do na destruction.
Thank you.
Are they big party now so? I go they count on and off, yeah.
Okay, no problem about that. Thank you. We'll count you. Now, Sierra Leone, tolongbo no go sit down ya. The angry boku, tolongbo no go sit down ya. You know, I like when Madam Tenek Bakari analyze. They put things in for we. Now make the very powerful cheerleader who get na ya. It is summarize the whole issues, and Liam from there would break it into particles for Sierra Leoneans to understand. Now, Madam Telepaka talk about the fake PhD. We don't see say because of this government, it don't come make sure education don't value na Sierra Leone. The whole international war now they call upon President Bio wherever they to talk about education affair where they help Africa across the globe. President Bio the goodie. Now, because now they don't see say then young PhD they when they get na like na fake, this they just grab and put PhD degree per himself. Now, they want come to make sure we education system to break them down. Remember, say when with this government kind of power, school picking them, be the thief, they spy, they play more practices them, better thing not be they happy. And the end of the day, when President Bio come, he began to talk some things then bang with really a very, very sad for a nation. He said, education, you not gonna forget things free. You got for really suffer for them before you get them. You got for bond that candle. That is the legacy of APC. So today, anything where the speakers then talk about, I got for count evidence. I want to show you something very simple. Where President Bio come to tell you, he said no, you get for bond candle. You not go for do them corrupting the way APC be they do because APC now corrupt people there. So now listen to what will President then we continue about this PhD degree. They will begin go to the order.
During the campaign,
sorry, not to that. I will bring a car later anyway. This is some of the things we talk about. They talk about. The fake, they lie is too much. It's too much. But that video I will counter. But however, DJ Force don't just left way. And you talk about the PhD. But that PhD, I get evidence where President Bio talk about. I got for counter and later on to can showcase on it. But then before that, let's look into the arrogances of the APC within the 4 years in opposition. Now, we see say President Bio a kind of power, what it can happen. We see say APC they want
DJ Force is back.
Okay, DJ Force. Yeah, DJ Force. And Manatene Fakabe they analyze some issues there. You get any take? Where are they car with the video where President Bio they talk about
if you look at who said Manatene Fakabe they talk about opposition. When they say opposition, you therefore connect with the ruling government or the ruling party where you go around your community, your district, now they get councillor, they get members of parliament, and when all kind of the House of Parliament for come from government. So they're part of the society, they're part of the developmental agendas then. But what's really the APC tolongbo tollgate panbody, they try for display to the society, they try for increase their failure. So when Tenepaka they talk about opposition, you therefore go around things the way you community not get. where you district not get. You go point finger, you write project, you can't go to the government, you tell and say, government, the people they not get bridge for Guna Makeni. The bridge, they take life. Then the government goes sit down and it looks say, okay, you know what? We not run budget for Magbere Bridge where they go Makeni, then they'll go constructor. Or we not get a community hall, or we not get football field, or we not get stadium, or we not get community hall who say people they go they can't sit down, or we not get market who say people they can't gather for they make luma. Now next year they call up for now these are the things that we opposition will bring can to government so that you know we will work and develop una district them. But here is the opposition, you know they in that category, they in the where government can with transformer, they go quarter. Where government say una go be school, they say no president, you not be school. So the provoke when they go and provoke PhD. Now for let them broke zero that they don't take education serious. You know, say every followers of APC, they are not educated. You know, they out of 100, now 5% get education. And where they cannot even apply for job, for get lecturer work, now any of the university across the world. Even in Freetown, some of them way they inside APC, if they apply for get job now FBC, or they not go take them because they not get a degree with the merit. So now these are the things that way they provoke a PhD where you see they go and make fun now about PhD na the media. Now for discourage them where they feel say education is the bridge to success. Yeah, they just want let everybody be equal now the society. Let you know who that get education or who that not learn book. They don't want that. Now that APC they try for describe to the nation. But you know, I tell President Bio thank you, as tell Sierra Leone as they thank you, we don't come and stand stall for say we self we go one level picking again education so that they go get they will be primary chief or they will be president, they will be member of parliament. And without talker, without tell the nation. Now President Bio, he go ahead and tell the nation, say, I want you picking for be president. I want you picking for be members of parliament. I want you picking for be lawyer. I want you picking for be doctor. Now, he make the pay school fees from them, from primary school to secondary school until they see the SS3. Yeah? And even if you go to university, you get areas and subjects and where government take as number one priority for say, if you do that subject here, we will give you scholarship and we will make sure say, we support you so that when you say come on, you go able to look after your parent them and you go able to look after yourself. So now let's see APC they try for discourage. Even when they did in opposition, they no one they call campaign message. Or what you know more than good and for the criticize the government in developmental project the way they bring Canada society. So if you say make a talk about Tenekbaka in speech, where opposition you need for think seriously and go talk to the government, say, me people they not get water now community. We people they not get good road now community. But from no more we don't kind of power from 2018 for 2022 up to this day. Let them point anything where the opposition don't point pan. Even the old chief down, where they go say the people they not get up, but they want president beautiful go bill. You know that's when the president they think for himself with the donors the way they come, the way this donor can he say, okay, this project let it go for this part of the country. Where this project come, let go this for this part of the country. But when they be there in power, every project will be the camp, they be they thief the people. It's like APC they give the people from the north, they always give power to APC for can't thief them because I can always take this. So where to? If you are APC in opposition, they still they vote for them. The way they give developmental quota, they thief them. They can't go. They know they do them for the people there. May they check all members of parliament where they give seats from 2018 to this day today. May they ask now, what did they don't care go for the people there? Nothing. Past rebellion activity, militia activities, burning and killing activity, burning and killing houses. So these are the things that they're proud of. Now, immediately they go and mock at PhD holders, and if I'm going to continue, education is the key to success. Thank you, Dima.
Thank you very much, DJ, for the SLPP DJ. Now, I'll be talking this education business here. Now, strategy when they want can pull them down. When President Bio can have power, the education will be rotten as a rule. It will not be correct. And President Bio in your manifesto, it be talk and say, priority in education, because with education, a nation will grow. And we all thought and fear say, what the President Bio talk not true. But since President Bio can have power, they work very hard. One of in campaign promises what they make, Now campaign promise like say education a priority. They make sure everybody get education in that country. But then the opposition, because the CC President Bio in priority what they make, and it don't come into reality, and people that don't endorse that, and this don't make SLPP government don't become very valued now the whole world. Now, then they try for degrade this government now with the fake PhD there. Now, you see Samura Usman Babalawo Yasane, the press release what they make even yesterday where they say he not a part of the mamie cause bomber. AP is not a part of the mamie cause bomber. Well, England before they make a letter, they put and say Dr. Usman Babalawo Ambassador, Dr. Ambassador Usman Babalawo Yasane. A press statement where it don't remove a degree there because it don't see say we dey investigate Samura Kamara in degree. And Samura Kamara said, I don't know, say the move where BB don't go take to go to England in school, it don't begin ask, they don't understand, say, in fake degree na lie, it don't go to Google also, it don't go update in degree. Because before it be there, Dr. Samura Kamara, now if you check na Google, not to Dr. Samura Kamara, it don't change her, it don't remove her, it don't make her now Matthew Webster's Kamara. It don't remove the doctrine. So these guys then where they use people then for several times. When they for strategic position, when they not qualify for them, Nehemiah will come to let into austerity measure. Because on 2 occasions, Samura Kamara, they invite them, now they go now the House of Parliament to go take oath, they ask them to come with a PhD degree. For 2 occasions, they say a PhD degree day. Now England. So they, up to now, you're not able to produce that a PhD degree. But because of that kind of disgrace then now, where we all don't know now, we don't see reality. They say they want to make like Kakatua, let's say they get PhD, they don't want to work for them. They want to make mislead with picking them, just like how Madam Tenek Pakatok say. They want mislead with picking them in other way around, so they go bruise by the zero where they don't get. The AAA where they come out now inside the education sector, we're picking the bomb candle, where it not be happen before in the APC tolongbo tollgate panbody time. Now they want to come use that opportunity to devalue this education here. But however, before I give Madam Tenek Pakatok, I want to look to President Bio, a genuine president, what he do, he been talk what he can.
Yesterday, I come back from international trip. I see people that they claim patabos or then they run away for TIF exam. I don't believe this one. You cannot see, there is no shortcut to success. You get for sit down and burn that midnight candle. We self government, we know they stop. Anybody who will catch, be you teacher, parent, or student, we don't follow hard by you. Go catch you the thief than they own. Because now this is the beginning. When I can say now them pardon, minister the president, now then the thief. Corruption. This is corruption.
This is corruption. That make a glad when Madam Tenek Pakatok carry that message, our education, they want to use the opportunity to devalue this education here. But President Bio don't tell them, say, this is corruption. And because of corruption, we expose them. So, any take Madam Tenek Pakatok, then from there, we jump to the business of the APC tolongbo tollgate panbody, inside the 4 years. I want to jump to another one where they've been busy with them. You got any comments, Madam Tenek Pakatok? Your voice, I think they call you. You check your mic, man.
Oh, say corruption, not only embezzlement of funds, but Baku areas and like what the President Bio don't say. Getting PhD is not wrong, but the method where people then they get are wrong. Now that make me be comments gadi. So what then they try for tell we now? Like if it's a bad opposition, then they say, SLPP, too much PhDs there. Now make I be say, so my own PhD, but I never work in the area of in PhD, because maybe don't already know, I don't get the information. So I'll be the same way for the and come there to the panbody, also then they give them PhDs there. That then they dirty the brains of the young people then for say. Education, now it's cheap, they take shortcuts to go get her, and a lie. For let them know say education not cheap, it's not easy. President Bio don't bring her for them. It starts from the child care center, they always they build. Let the pikin and go begin. They done at the basic foundation of education. When the pikin and don't begin learn that the ABC from their side and they don't begin pronounce words there, then go able fit in at the system. But they not believe in that thing and they always thing and they do now for dirty the brains of the young people, bring them bad drugs there now where they not fruits or where then they give them pampers, then they damage them because they know so when the people are educated and eye open, some of the things that when they do now the northern parts of Salon, they're not going to get away with them. They're not going to do and they're not going to accept them because now they more than they dirty the brain of the young people. Then they come with an east and south because after the war, through that demobilization, where they be take their young people, then they do counseling with them, then try for process them, for bring them come back and join and fit in within the community. Boku of them and tell them waiting at the way forward. Then they still they in denial. Then they dirty the brains of the young people there. Then now they give one chance na future na mammy course. You know, one day see this kind of thing here inside Salon. Mammy course upon mammy course. Now no more now they don't brainwash the young people there. They don't indoctrinate them. Then they put them bad idea in their head. Then they bring them bad rubber issues. Then so then say now them men they then I make it all over social media. Then they burn them and they and we don't want for continuously see a society like that one day. It's very bad for community. The elders then sit down, people then sit down, then they watch this thing. Nobody know they come out and condemn and say, look, it's wrong. Then continuously they do them, which is very bad. We'll not go continue for the raise a bad community. Then 4 years in opposition are total destruction. Total destruction and then they cause. Then they take their young people then, they don't go begin the recruits, then they give them combats, then they give them OSD uniforms then they can't say that level 3 now advance they be one advance. Now so then go bring their young people then, they make them come meet up a tanker incident, they not get transport for return because they bring them come, but they're not able to control them. So then go thief for that tanker day, for go take that pet go there. They all end up for burn. It be very, very sad, a very sad situation. Then they got people there will understand, will say they can't oversee, but they not transform themselves. Then they talk, say, and I become responsible government or there's a responsible government, but we not the parent, they get a responsibility and community as well for look after una people them. Not so government they can't train you picking because they're not they train them picking that thief then they put inside there. They end for go thief na that tanker day because they like free thing, they don't want to work for nothing. They don't want to work for nothing. All the money where them people here get for cash at work. They like today the young people there now only conflict then they try.
Somebody they call you, voice don't go, Madam Tene.
Which is very, very bad. So the 4 years of opposition for APC now destruction. Now destruction upon destruction. Even at the workplace, then they tell the people there where they don't left, they're waiting there for destroy this government, for give this government a bad name. Even the filling stations there, when I be done they in charge. Now they don't make fear crisis, don't escalate inside Salon because now they're in charge of NP. So they know say if NP go, not issue for them. So then they play that politics so that NP no go. So the 4 years in opposition, now disgruntledness. Then they embarrass themselves, then think say that the government, then they embarrassed. Then just they go, then they showcase to the people of Salon, say Salon, to the world say Salon, not say a peaceful place. Every day then get demonstration. The previous government and Escoma and not transport all entity there. This APC.
Check your mic, Madam Tene, please.
So now that they in opposition, things are hard for them. So it's very, very difficult for handle them here. They're not getting no developmental oriented messages so they go bring council to the government. Instead, anything what government they do, they say this, if you don't we'll not go get in power. Now that make any side where they say good development they go there, especially in the northern part of Salon. And Escoma get in standby boys there, where it get in coordinators the way they coordinate with for go damage. They say because if they left that will be the good name of President Bio. So now destruction and embark on as an opposition. Now left and force for DJ Force.
No, thank you very much, Madam Tenebaka. DJ Force, you just know you're what Madam Tenebaka talk. If I remember, we talk about the opposition, the 4 years life of oppositions. But before you talk, I also want to make you understand, say, we don't see opposition in various countries. country and the diaspora, we will see a new government come, they all they join hand to see how best to support. When they see government, they do certain things that were not right, they also come and criticize. Then from there, they make sure, even if they see people then part of the government, they join hand with the opposition to make sure they amend what is good for the people there. But in Sierra Leone is the opposite. We don't see say they bring electricity way for benefit every Sierra Leoneans. But then that electricity, the APC fee say when they deprive Sierra Leoneans then to enjoy that benefit they they're not able to do them, that will bring them kind of power, which is the opposite. Because now, if you go cut somebody in cable, you deprive them for letting not get light. Sometimes that person not to SLPP, sometimes not to even APC. Suppose common citizens, people that not get party, then you deprive them just because of your own party. You see development they carry it. Then you look at that development, they say no, now APC, now SLPP, and the development not right the SLPP, right there for everybody, every Sierra Leonean. But you thought and feel say what you do and that will make you kind of power. Why is it that people then they take then kind direction then they same way you know say a better, but you want to destroy because you feel say when you destroy that will make you kind of power. What are they thinking? Why Sierra Leonean they behave so? Then before you go marathon back also talk about pampas water. Wherein they use pampas water, they give boys them. The boys then they drink the pampas water, they become very aggressive, they do things that unknown to them. Wherein they young picking them. They're in the UK, America, Germany, Japan, Holland. They live luxurious life. Their life is safe. They know they give them pampas water. They know they give them cruise. But when they see analyzed by Kroma, Samura Kamara, Dr. Richard Conte, fake PhD Dr. Richard Conte, then all they take pampas water and cruise, and then bad drugs, then give them young man then for them to take in other way around to destroy and vandalize. And that not only they vandalize, hence they destroy themselves. Why is it that opposition they go this time this so low? In order to be a good opposition, they have reduced themselves as a destructive opposition. Why, DJ Force? Why? What is going on?
Well, let me tell you from ongoing sets, APC be only demonstrate failed leadership since 2007 until the time where they don't go into opposition, they still show us poor delivery as opposition. Now you make in 2007, then people have been failed in education, road, and agriculture. Since 2007, yeah, they've been failed in education, road, and agriculture. And even when they don't come into opposition, they show us poor deliveries service. Because when you look at opposition, you know me say you are not important in the society. You are, because you're coming as a body for come work with the government for provide what you people they want. But now they're not able with the government, then they in the side of opposing, using someone's mother, someone's parent across the sub-region, Sierra Leone. And that all they tell you say, now poor delivery leadership. Then if you say no more when you're in opposition, you are not getting paid. No. We are paying them every day. Everybody in the House of Parliament will hold the symbol of APC in the House of Parliament. They are getting paid every day. But they try to give us poor delivery service. Yeah? So now I make a tell in a say now from 2007 where this party start for fail. Not to wait today where they did 4 years in opposition. Una long we go back because anything where they do now the world, you get to look at the root cause. The root cause of APC since 2007, they be done a manifest fair result. And poor delivery. Now they don't show now in the 4 years when they did in our opposition. But they don't only start for show now poor delivery when they did in opposition. From when they in our government, they fail in education, they fail in road, and they fail in agriculture. Everybody go testify, say, when they be in power, the youth village, how many millions of dollars will they give them for able to plant pineapple so that they will be pineapple factory They don't do it. They eat it. Now, unfinished house, now they left the, and the black soil. So, these are the areas who I get for look at from where they kind of power. Now, fail the biggest show now since 2007 to 2018. Yeah? So now, moving forward, from when the government don't come now power, what in really APC they try for promote? Confusion. Now, confusion they try for promote, they try for scare the people from any fee saying, then go able throw confusion and scare them so that when they go to the ballot box, they must vote for them to come to power. But then when they say get for no say, when they say no say, this not get for happen. Because at the end of the day, Sierra Leoneans, they don't travel a lot. Sierra Leoneans, they don't get a different culture. They don't live among different society where they don't see, say, if you go to Kuwait, Lebanon, America, England, Germany, they don't see, say, their country here, what you older. Now, electricity make their country here develop. So, the common Fritonian, the common Sierra Leoneans, they now, what they get interested in? Now, party where the cow development for them, party where they will provide industrial electricity for them. So now, I make it up final say, for let that not happen, say, they are destroying this electricity just because if the fee say President Bio like the whole Freetown, APC will never come back to power. The Fritonians, they get for say, you know what? Enough is enough. We are not going to vote for a rebellion political party. When they say a party, now Malaysia they train for cow in a street for scare the people and vote. Because now they use, now that tactics they use, now Poloko way will make they win that city. And now that tactics they use, and they use part of the world society, now Poloko, for intimidate the voters there and make them win that city. But if you say, look, we talk about the APC being in opposition for 4 years, well, Lord not just look at the 4 years. Una look at the terror give them power from 2007 to 2020 to 2018. All what they show us is failed result. And up to this time, poor delivery. Because remember, from where President Buchanan power, this is not the party we come and begin demonstrate across the international line, across the sub-region. They demonstrate in America, they demonstrate in England, they demonstrate in Germany, they demonstrate in China, they demonstrate every pathway they find in Holland. What did they demonstrate for? If you ask anybody for can't tell you what did they demonstrate for, they're not going to give you a better answer. They're not going to give you a better result. They just get anger because they lie on President Bill. They say they get blood in his hand and he not go travel to America. So when President Bill win that election, whose disease we hold them? Now political mental disability disease. Now hold them immediately when they announce the result. So they become like political flies. Yeah? They become like political flies. Yeah? They begin to fly all over the world. They pass and demonstrate. So they be done, they show poor delivery. But people they not be take notice. And even now people they not they take notice because if you go to constituency 110, they still vote for APC. For when they vote for APC, what they don't get in that region? Nothing. Poloko itself where Jude Gallo don't care, one of the heaviest resources from the government here, it is sponsored in that area. At the end of the day, what happen? They go vote for APC. They vote against Jude Gallo because not to SLPP they vote against because SLPP in that area. But Jude Gallo, in concentration, in attention on Poloko, more he concentrates and it became more development go na Poloko with all the nasty officers in the middle. They left hand, they go vote for opposition. We don't destroy the picking the future. We don't make sure see they don't take education as priority, as your right. They take as a privilege. So they want let everybody they na feet on pass for they go pick plastic na bomb. If you go sell before you get money, but we get education. In the left hand Sierra Leone, you can open a United Nations office. So they don't want let down they happen. So if you say make I talk about 4 years in opposition, we are not just look at the failure of APC in 4 years in opposition. We now go back to the root cause from 2007. Yeah, we now monitor from 2007. They failed. Yeah, they failed in agriculture. They failed in road. They failed in education. So now the same thing about they don't carry opposition. They still they give us poor delivery service.
Thank you very much, DJ. Before I go to Manatene, you talk about demonstration. Now you talk about the root cause. So now, before I give Manatene, I want everybody watch the OTDJ4 just don't talk about the demonstrations, then where unnecessary demonstrations, the way they feel say they want to stabilize this government across the globe. They will look at also 2017 where DJ4 they talk about, because at the end of the day, where a president you don't serve, you tenure. If you do well, then you go give thank you to. But then we go for look at how the reaction from the people then we say we honest by Kuma they give thank you to them. But let's look at some few demonstrations from APC just within these 4 years. We see what they do. Now we begin with the demonstration.
Imposed by UK, you are the president, you are a killer. You are the president, you are a murderer. Once a killer, you are a killer. You are the president, you are a killer. You are a killer. You are the president, you are a murderer. Once a killer, you are a killer. You are the president.
That was from UK. Then we go back again.
Political thinker, segment coach reporter. As Adea Solen, the Dr. Samura Matimisi Kamara. Samura don't release him. He don't come out. Samura don't come out.
Unnecessary argument when I don't see Samura Kamara, we gonna court they come out, then all man they go disturb the public peace, just like say the election with ADEBAYOR. But however, let's continue.
Jojo, we eat money for nothing, carry don't win. Jojo, we eat money for nothing, carry don't win. Jojo, we eat money for nothing, carry don't win. Jojo.
Now, they just talk about Constituency 110 about all what Joseph Jackson don't do for them. But you see how they accommodate it down. That means they don't care about the good things where this government they do for them. They're not current affairs. Anything where me PRO and the chair lady talk about, and they bring and come. Well, let's continue with the other demonstration again.
Well, married woman. I talk about making I undergo through now with married hostel. Really woman right now, it's not easy for me at all. Right now, man, they know they for job. Pass they go and take my pro-credit step. But take care of the home them. We know they don't time for full money. Pass my pro-credit and then they help with. Do you have the plead on the international body? Let intervene now we case system. We don't tire for loan like pro-credit step. When you not pay with the woman, they might get it and they jail you.
Everything on McKinney, it's so shameful for let McKinney woman that they talk about demonstration, their international community can to help them at McKinney. Where they get the president, the former president, when are the richest man in Salon, they not able to help them. That's sad, very disgraceful. Now only McKinney with the everyday canteen they happy. However, let's enter to Germany. Let's see what happened there.
Hey, you mama.
That was the Mamie caused bomber. Could you imagine as a Sierra Leone, I'm very ashamed. You see, Sierra Leone and the Timamna Street, they call them big cause there. Inside white man their land. To tell when I say APC from Salon to across the diaspora, they all know better. And so Mamie caused bomber there. Very, very bad people there. They're not correct. But however, let me show you now the final this is episode. Then from there, we'll continue to highlight the what you all would know. Well, that was a McKinney. You see, anything McKinney. Well, Madam Tenepakai, we come back again. From DJ Force, you just don't see some of them things where the oppositions, where they forbid to help President Bill to make the country, but look at the behaviors there, not only Salon, but across the globe. See the life of the APC. So what are you on take?
Now destructive oppositions there. And they take and first to the agricultural side. And what your DJ first don't highlight. When they don't the demonstration don't work for them, they don't get no answer. Now bonus, now they don't count again. Bonus, then every day they say they're angry, but they know they're going to farm. The former resident minister for Northwest, Madam Isata, he make farm, then go burn am. They say because he support SLPP, then burn that farm. The youth minister, he make farm. They say they go there for go harvest the rice. They announce on a radio say they go pay people, they let them go. Inside the northern part of Salona, they that farm they they're not agree go, but every day they sit down, they say angry day. Nothing is free for Freetown. No free meal in Freetown. They don't want work, they don't get for it. They are destructive. They're not good for themselves. Thank you. They're not good for anybody. So what they don't do? They be they go lunge na the airports then they take things and that money when this is a government's revenue. Now the people then this when they in opposition, any good thing where President Bio do, and then Skoma they go gather people they talk say, hey, presidency in a continuation. Now also be stopped so. Hey, bo, you not get anything we finish. You not start someone starts, President Bio can continue. Well, 11 years, what TB they do. We don't see down there. Any good thing where President Bio do, they go say, hey, no continuation and maybe start about not done and 11 years so. So these people them, like I DJ first talk and they are politically mental disability, that disease they don't hold them. What election they don't, I tell them. I say, una the left to the old people, they capture this thing on hand. I say, go take for them and get over and they be think say na phone. Then they begin pulling. Ya go do. That's why they say ya go do bets. They like see them now, they say na lie, they not go and share it with anybody. You know, they got one kind of mentality in there, say the power for only then at that part of the country. If you go na any style, peace not for day. And Samora be talk and say, he go make sure say SLPP government go give unrest to the people that are the Republic of Salon. So the 4 years of opposition are destruction. Now the 4 years in opposition, the vice president go pray na mosque. They tell the people they say Samoa they let them not allow and where be say where they go na church na mosque. You know they send to people they say they can't pray. Any side where prayer time meets you. Now this wall if mosque they just go there you go pray. If na church Sunday you want go church, any church where you go enter, you go see where they go announce say they welcome new visitors then at the church there. Now they no more talk say where person you want go pray na mosque, you get for send application. Now under the regime we don't do that one day. The vice president go Samoa in boys and then they holler at the vice president na the mosques. IAPC, una don't make bad at paper president bio. But Kutina una don't do this swagger for whole una. Una got for say they una opposition, una not see Nazi it. Hey, then they parade militia there. Oh, this is now get militia headquarters. The local Kamajon. Una want try we. Una can dance to the big boys there. Una see game. President Bill get game pass una. There are 4 years in opposition. What did not happen? Woman no respect that this country has. Now, mamie cost them the cost 24/7. Dance to the women, then step then get inside APC, then they cost them. Emma make us see the very clear to the Alena there. Una where sit down. Welcome on at the northern part of Salon. Now they inside this government, so now not they try for rebuke some of the things that we don't want then they do. The only person where they come out, where talk, now the Speaker of the House, Dr. Abbas Mundu. He said they say una stop what una they do. Una come out Abu na Makeni. Now they don't come out, they don't rebuke this thing. That one where they come. Once they support SLPP, whether now not to come out or west to come out, then they damage you. And when I sit down, where they support an excrement say yes, may bring war. Bullets not get address, so bullets not get address. Look Russia. That means this order inside Ukraine and they parade no more than command do. Now don't some both na throat na them. How na them throat? How them for come out? How them for come out for start to not so in the east? thing. But for end up for pull the gun.
Your voice don't go. Check your mic, Madam Tene. Check your mic.
They're totally there in disarray. There are people there, they're totally there in disarray. Yeah? They don't get anything better for the people. They don't get any good messages for the people. Anything what President Bio they do, then they say now we starter. Oh, una na starter no more, una not get finishing. Oh, una na end free, una get una where President Bio don't can do una the main meal. Yeah? If una na starter no more, una be out for 11 years. President Bio don't come with the main meal cause at the table. I swear to God, we'll go wait, let this thing happen. Paneba Rodo, they don't go attack there under the opposition. Go burn farm there. Now that the cry say rest down there, when they go burn them farm there, we say yes get for common. Una no one walk. APC una get for paper now, una they remain poor inside opposition.
They go tell
But you don't get for easy for una.
Thank you very much. Now, DJ Ford, I want to show this video. Let you watch this video. Yeah, this video, APC they don't go make an scene at Kenema, they make up. I want to let you watch this video. Like from there, you tell me about the strategies of the APC. They say na Kenema. Boys there. But we don't say APC na so they behave.
What's your name and say you? I'm name Muchakama. I didn't know about 34. Hang out. Yes. This is APC unida. Unida APC. One out to go down. Papa this is unida. What's up, yes. What up is an APC? Na baba APC baba. Papa na APC, mama na APC, na baba APC baba. From them swami na APC man. They make an APC, they die for APC. How na they can how na this right now the situation? One of the suffer, all to go up. Yes, one of the go up, here go up, the suffer. For about 50,000 for about fear. They may need the power. We don't time. Here, Chada will about 8.5 and it's by command your time. 8.5. Bomb man up your canal. They don't go to 15,000. They got plan for go to about 20,000. Where's the plan? 4,000. Yeah, now. Let's not go to 500,000. Yes, let's not go to 500,000. Yes.
That's DJ Force. You don't see that video. The propaganda with APC there.
Well, you know, these are all parts of propaganda markets. But we don't say they see propaganda not the work. At the end of the day, most of those boys standing there with the departure, their bike they don't register. They don't pay tax. They just the ride bike. These bikes are not registered, but they pay 10,000 to police every day before they can order on the street. You know, we don't tell them say now manifesto and policies. We don't care. But APC they outside. They try for show like when they call Kenema, that means the government of SLPP don't fall down. And then one thing where I want for tell Sierra Leone, the Kenema not only be the only country we vote for President Bio. We all party, we a multicultural society, political party. We're everywhere. Every vote is counted in every district. And SLPP everywhere. So if they feel when they go TINAP, they make video, petrol don't go up, where you not get manufacture a company where they manufacture petrol or where they dig petrol in a country. They say na Kenema, food price don't go up, but you know they do agriculture, but they ride bike every day. Well, with the tendency, Kenema is not the only part of Sierra Leone. We get fear crisis. Fresh crisis in Australia, in America, in Germany. Let them know that for the propaganda is not the way to form government in Sierra Leone. Where do you go make it for government? We want to see your manifesto and policies. What they can do for the people. But you know when they pass someone, they go and make video, they send on our media, they try for disturb the privileged one, the way they not get education, then go make video, they send on our social media for saying that people they go buy into and vote for you. No. Such system of politics is no longer accepted in Sierra Leone. But moving forward, these also they try for telling us say they are still showing their failure tendency when they were in power and when they even they inside opposition. For say, now so APC they don't do. For Siaka Steven, they form APC on top of lie, rebellion activity. They be the key goats. They put on people they do more. They say they don't kill more man. The people they begin run away. SLPP, una sorry. They say now SLPP don't can keep us in our they put. Yeah, but now make a say inside the north part of Sierra Leone, they vote for APC. The way APC can, you know they bring water for them, you know they bring school for them, you know they bring school bus for them, you know they bring school for them, community center for them, marketplace for them. But then they become so happy. But when SLPP can't power no more, that is the time you will see a lot of demonstration, rebellion activities. They showcase like the south and the east, or this many tribe where they're not for rule Sierra Leone because they're not they pay tax, or they're not the part of Sierra Leone. Now they're no more for the rule because they come on at the northern part of Sierra Leone, and the northern part of Sierra Leone they near the seat of power. So now they're no more for the rule because now one of the ideologies where APC hold now their DNA. For saying now they're no more for APC, now they're for rule. That way APC rule Sierra Leone, that means the country for the breakdown every day, but some of their villages light no did, water no did. So that video where you play is all part of political rebellion activity and political failure activities and poor action of the citizens. Because the citizens, they know they sit down and watch at the two government now. Because what are they expecting now? Therefore, begin with President government from 2018 and where the former APC government from 2007 to 2018. Let them begin watch now. Would I really don't bring the government to its people? Would I really don't try for make sure say this government they think about the poor, you know? But they still they try for show like it is when the chief government the price of rice go down. When the pound meat the petrol into gallon, it turn into liter. The mean raise from 60, they take and go to 250,000 leons. So all of these things, the citizens are not monitoring this area. What they are monitoring is corruption. That they must ride bike, they not for pay revenue. Therefore, bring container car now, Wataki, they not for pay revenue. These are the things that way they demonstrate. And today I want to call the attention of Sierra Leoneans for say that people are open a power. Now then people are still they try for regroup for bump up to come to power through the means of lie, fail result,
Thank you,
corruption.
Thank you very much. As we continue, let's look at some of the lifestyle of APC. Then we come back again, DJ Ford.
Oh, get for win. I want law we no say no to easy power. Nah. Then go take this power, then keep her outside die day. And law already know say if we get for win this election, people get for die. We don't know that. Either me, you or you. We don't know who that get for die. Nah. If you say you afraid that die outside and put this power with the left hand day, then go continue for use reaper now. We get for ready. We get for ready for this die outside and go put this power. We don't that die, we take the power who can reduce people. So we don't need for team up like we in a tombo. Some of you know. We no go talk. We still in a tombo, and we know say people get for die. We don't know who that. And we, if now we, no problem. One salon free. So I beg, let people not threaten you with die. We go shoot you. We go this. No, kill me. Lord win the power. If you take me life, you give me the power. No problem. Me people then go free. But if you begin to run panda die day, tomorrow when they don't kill you, company they all they resist, then they can meet you now you host, then kill you. And if God don't mark say you did die pan this election, I let you lay down inside room. Yes, and they will let you meet you. Yes. I will know this. Because
now you see these are some of the incitement that APC they're ready for die. But where you want die, it's up to you. Do what you go feel say go bring death to you do much. When you try and when you call for death, it will come. But let's continue to see the APC they like.
Ekunabo. Obosa Ekunabo. Obosa Ogugo. Ekunabo.
And the Matoma, then they win a pool. When are they young World Cup, African Cup of Nations, then they win a win under managed by Puma. When they say and by Puma for go pay account, then they go ask her how everything work. They go out what Matoma then. Very sad. Matoma, Pangbani. I don't know. These are Waje. Yeah, this is the APC. But however, let's go to the other one. Let us see.
Let common sense prevail. Let people that know say without APC, then self don't finish. Without APC, if they do a service to the country of Sierra Leone, to the people of Sierra Leone. Because why? Everybody in Sierra Leone now, whether SLPP, whether APC, whether NGC, whether you name it, C4C, they are all crying. All money cry. Sierra Leone, they cry. Sierra Leone, they cry for justice. Sierra Leone, they cry for freedom of speech, no expression. Sierra Leone, they cry for economic development. President just the right back. Today, this they cost 10,000. You might say you need to go to 5,000. You know, there's nobody for us. Why? The exchange rate will determine prices most times. Skyrocket. The economy is bad, and it's all right. Because I'm the run the economy, I know how to left the economy. They say we get a shattered economy. But also I will left them, they don't go there no. So that you shatter the economy. We will talk on it here on Sunday. Who passed the work for explain to now? We get the commission of inquiry, we get this thing about registration, we get the local government who they say no go be part by party again. We get the cyberspace where you pass someone who does not be stopped. Give me your telephone. I want to look at what is in there. Yeah. But whose country we have for people picking them? Whose country we have for left for picking them? Will they go?
Sierra Leone, we are looking into the 4 years opposition life of the APC. Among all the evidences that we want to see, we get more than that. But there is one single evidence, not the way you will show, say, APC then can't help or they don't do good things to help Sierra Leoneans. They're not able to do anything. Then they say they won't come back to power. Wherein they lie, then I lie at them, then I thief man them, then I failure them, then are people that were not better for that country. Then are people then, the ideologies is very bad. They don't believe in woman dignity. They abuse woman then, but who woman then now, they just the worker no more. But everything about them, they don't pull on a door. These now people there inside the opposition lifetime, they don't make mamie cause don't become legal inside the constitution. Inside APC, their own opposition time, at time we don't see say they count fierce inside Sierra Leoneans. APC, their opposition time, now we don't see say that the court cable them. APC Sierra Leone in opposition time, the only time here now we don't see beaucoup things that we will not want to see. It happen. Why all this they happen? They thought if say by doing this will make them kind of power. This is the life of the APC. But when you get a serious government, we're responsible and mature and ready to make a country better, most of them think that they distract them. They keep a head up and focus on what they believe it may benefit for the Sierra Leoneans. Because this is a very big slap in the APC they face. For 4 years, APC not going to tell me say upon all the thief where they thief, all the money where they get. If you understand, he's the richest man inside Sierra Leone. That man don't get mind to open one bakery for Sierra Leoneans, especially the one, even not for Sierra Leone, but the APC, then we go where they boot through the cause, mammy cause like this. Illiteracy is a disease. No wonder President Bill say education, therefore learn, power, therefore educate. Illiteracy is a disease, very disease, great disease, greater disease. No wonder Abu say APC the entire they spend money people therefore go dance, learn how to dance matoma waje there. They send them Nigeria there to go learn Ariogo. Yes, now that would happen so. Because nobody with a sensible a 5 cents says them correct. A 5 cents is the medulla oblongata, a correct. It could behave so. Convention they go to they cause mamikos. Yeah. Then this is one of the things. But I'll have a DJ first before we continue. Let me just show this to them. Then from there you tell me how they wanted to behave.
Sierra Leone, Ernest by Koroma. Koroma is a former Sierra Leonean politician who served as president from 2007 to 2018. He has a personal fortune of $100 million.
Now, you see that they will do the cause. You know, it will be factory for them. You know, it will do nothing for them. But he's the richest man in Sierra Leone, DJ Force. What a sad opposition life in 4 years. Yes, DJ Force.
Yeah, if that man is worth $100 million, where their people are suffering, that they are suffering from hunger, well, this testifies they not able to look after their people. Because when you people they in opposition, they guys say they're angry. You know, they able to go buy one sheep rice for Kanshiban and the whole northern part of Sierra Leone, where you get the majority voters for you, they allow them to sleep to bear with hunger. Then who do you blame? They blame themselves. Moving forward, look at government now, city council. Now we go back now from 2018 to 2022. Which benefit APC supporters they don't get from city council? We say no more meet the way the prayer market na street, Abacha Street, Bombay Street, Kisi Road, Panema Road. Up to this day today, now they still a per prayer market where Reka, somebody left for parking market, he lost 100,000 leons. Somebody left for parking market, he lost 200,000 leons because they say they not go vote for any other political party for look after city council now preaching for transport preaching and provide single marketplace for them wherein they provide stores for una when they go parking market we do you just they go inside motor car you go pull the market you sell the way they return and you see pack away. But they don't give this council now to APC from the time when you know about it up to this day today. They able to give a marketplace now free on. Up to this time, who side dog the rupees, pull the kaka. Now they go bread market. We do play the first way they play with na dog shit. Yeah, before they bread market na the street then na Pito and the tinap understand the whole safo blind or matches or tomatis or kula na trade the tinana street they sell. But they well say this is dangerous for their health. But they still give their opportunity to APC. Yeah, for control city council. Where president you don't tell them say una vote for me city council I go come provide marketplace, land and day. Plenty, the land and day. Yeah, I will provide marketplace for una. I will make sure say una sit down, una get toilet, una get water, which una go dey use for una self. Inside Fiton, now 47 years this way APC don't make we people we sisters them we even feel for use toilet. Now bien buffer they pass and peace the peace they can't tap the food. Yeah, they not get better water for use for another places. So if they find out say the people living in the capital city are responsible for their hardship and their poverty where they around them through trade. I mean, they don't take trade down, they defend this government here. Because if I now say, if you ask anybody why they vote for APC for city council, they not able to tell you the reason why they vote for them. How will I not vote for APC now for 47 years or 37 years? Up to this day, we not get market. We not get place for keeping a market. Up to this day now, we say motuka de work and they will prep market in the whole of West Africa region. Now, no more now. Inside Sierra Leone, now you see street trading. Street trading not there now. Any part of West Africa region again. Now only Sierra Leone is street trading. Yeah. So this is a sign that this political party we don't need a Sierra Leone again. We want a new opposition party, which is different from NGC because at the end of the day, the NGC and APC they are now the same. They don't form Amatis Corp, Peace Corp, Kerosene Corp, Boskiri Corp. They don't form them. So we are no longer interested in those low come with a political party where at least we can stand in that opposition for able to educate people and for many know say street trading is dangerous for your health. Yeah. So from 2007 until this day, as I don't continuously tell say they come with failed result. Yeah, the camp for camp, they continue for the give a failure increasing for 11 years, and they don't failure increase themselves into 11 years in opposition back. So
now, thank you very much, DJ.
See,
I'm sorry for
that is the productivity. Yeah,
I don't really want to cut you off, but however, two key issues that I want to touch them quick before we wrap the program up. One issue is here. We don't see, say, since this government, the APC don't go into opposition, one of the strongest person will be there among them when a woman, a marginalizer. And you don't see this person don't become very, very patriotic, wearing beaucoup of them lies the way APC they lie, and it's by command they lie, they come out in the bunker. Yeah. And we don't see, anybody not become very, very aggressive to debunk the lies of the APC. Now, then we get also another issue where we get for compiling together and also analyzing together. We don't also see the press release where you come out from Secretary General, then see the mamie cause bomber, where they cause mamie cause, and not part of APC. Yeah. And now, this happened because of Andre Fisher, because the mamie cause bomber don't cause Andre Fisher. And Andre Fisher don't say Usman Babalawo Yasane for make sure tell a mamie cause bomber to apologize. So we don't see two things they go on. We don't see Dr. Silva Blay, they go strongly against the APC tolongbo tollgate panbody within this opposition time, where they don't see, they don't thought FEC, but good things that will happen at the country now because of the leadership of the APC, now the engineer, all them bad things there, where they cause people, their mama there, they abuse, they cause trouble, may out inside our country. And now we don't see at the result, we don't see the Secretary General, Usman Babalawo Yasane, and Anes Baikuma, now then they perpetrate all them things and they go on. So now, DJ Force, what thing are you take as a PRO on this matter? Because now they say you're not part of them. So you want to tell me say APC they only use certain people that abuse them and dump them. This also is not advice where they go to the one that way they send them to go burn house, to go destroy property them, to go do this. That means that they will deny you just like how Peter denied Jesus Christ. So DJ Force, this is now the press release from I can't share everyone with you now. This is not the message we come out from the court. So waiting na you take on that. Yes, DJ first.
Well, you go for final say such press release is weak in my own field of politics. It's all political boats game. They play with the mindset of the magistrate courts where they know they take the responsibility serious. And not to today they begin cause mamie cause na that country. So I for cause a single lawyer now. And opposition they pull a press release. So and they send whosoever when the mamie cause bomber, APC Senna, Usman Babalawo Yansane, he no say from 2016 now here ADEBAYOR belong they operate up to this day today. So if they cause this lawyer now for create fairness in them and later round and pull and press release say, oh, this man not a part of we. But everybody knows say ADEBAYOR now I don't take the hell fire for APC party. Usman Yansane know about that. And there is an area who say they tell who they now love salon left by that women are the deputy CEO and who say ADEBAYOR the interview Usman Babalawo Yansane we in Saxon's manner we travel na Holland would have now be the person we interview Usman Babalawo Yansane na be ADEBAYOR. So ADEBAYOR not to now therefore can pull fake press release when is something now a syndicate where they don't organize among themselves. Then people won't fall into that political bait. Some of you not go fall into that because there be the lawyer is gonna feature they cause President New Mama. Their lawyer they left Sidon, the magistrate court left Sidon, the judiciary, the high court left Sidon, all the civil society they left Sidon, they go to Nana McKinney, they cause President New Mama. Any lawyer become up, he say he condemn that. So why now therefore cause this Maya? Then the APC, in a good threat in APC say, therefore tell ADEBAYOR for withdraw his statement and can the public for apologize. Where they well know say it's a syndicate among themselves. We're aware about this, but this is the way for key that case where they in a court against APC, just for create fairness into this lawyer, so that Usman Babalawo and this by Kuruma and Samura they will get their way too, because these are the same political party leaders where they 11 years in power, where they fail woefully, where they don't pass around and recycle themselves. So they use ADEBAYOR for make sure say they get to what they need. Yeah. So all that because ADEBAYOR don't call this lawyer, what they say, now we don't put press release, it's not part of us. This is political baits. I don't believe in that. They not cause people in a future. They not cause people in a future. We value about this lawyer. Where there is truth, where there is justice, President, we value about this lawyer. So we don't this lawyer now we go put press release for. We for put press release for say ADEBAYOR for come on openly apologize. If you do a me alone for said at the hunt at the killer. If you do that,
that's just don't show the hypocrisy.
Supporter, wait, call this lawyer. Yes.
Now don't just show the hypocrisy.
If you do that, I go.
Because DJ for what they try for say is 100%. You're 100% correct.
That means
they don't be the cause mother be in Mama Dayanda.
If you do that,
yes, but could that threat the Odon Commander where they threaten the president, they threaten first lady? All these cases.
I want to come into that area. They not don't call. ADEBAYOR don't call press lady say he want her dead or alive. Any lawyer come on right letter. Any press release they come on. Everybody where they inside the government not set them out. Every minister not set them out. Every parastatal they not set them out. Every justice system in the court of the heart of law not set them out. Why now this lawyer now they for say the cause and now they say if you come up, he apologize, then that money will be raised for love salon, for the help the poor. It run away now. Nigo swan if you apologize. This is not political base. Yeah, nobody no believe in that press release. Now they send them for cost that way for threatening them so that the case where they be Peter Conte made the court in favor of them. Yeah, this is not a political game. But then why are we they fall for the dates of the politics where APC they bring another country day? Well, anybody where they fall into them building, anything happen to you, you blame yourself. And of course, President Bill Mama 7 days, 79 and McKinney, would have put press release. Any lawyer become say Adebayor apologize or let an Nkrumah apologize.
Yes. And I host that crusade for cause President Bill Mama.
They don't go to Nana they sing music, they call Master everybody, they don't pull music now, give this way, don't play that video. They call back SLPP Master Piki, they are an Master Piki. Any lawyer be right there.
Now hypocrisy.
Let us keep this becoming temperature. Yeah.
This is not miscarriage of justice, yeah? Not because Andrew Fisher or whatever you call yourself.
Yeah, misinformation of justice.
When I get information of justice. When I get the power, they're not able to do nothing. Now so he want to we say in your mama where they don't. You better pass President Bill Mama. In your mama where
we not get the deputy attorney general. The deputy attorney general. Unless you want to feature, they call President Bill Mama and McKinney. He do anything. He invite an Escoma. See everything died down.
Where Adebayor say he wants Fatima Bio in head, what did them do? What they call Fatima Bio self, what did them do? What did I say?
They don't say that. Now, these are the reason why EU say the justice system is very corrupt, not correct, and a lack of trust. These are some of the things that, yeah. Why now? Because a get case, they want to use autonomous power what it get to sit down on that to say yes, me not the but then they apologize to me, then they do this to me. Wherein
if that be the case, that apologize to the president and Fatima Bio. Then since what they do, we not they see, and I make with the green movement, so they talk everything what they do. We not go for cover up anybody. Now they go make
it's a political base. It's a political base. If I apologize. I want to speak to the world today. If Adebayor apologize for this abusive way to abuse this lawyer, if he apologize, me I dey sue and accord for the money waiting. I love salon left by that way run away with them. Yeah, I dey sue and accord. I don't left a blind behind the door. But if you apologize for this cause where you call this lawyer, they say let you come on and do you apologize. If you apologize, I dey sue and accord. I dey sue and accord now. You see where they write a letter. Yeah, so if they go. Course President you go, but Funana this lawyer when they go cause so anybody go put press release. So now fake press release, these are political baits. They call them political baits. Yeah, these are all games from the APC mismanagement and dysfunctional leaders. They don't come on country. Yeah, these are the people that don't rule the country for 11 years. They don't pay. They don't go recycle themselves back. They don't bring themselves back for say they forgot the power. So now they use this bubble because it get fixed. Yeah, it brain not correct. Yeah, they use that. They wait time reach where you do something wrong. They pass quick put press release. Say no, it's not a part of we. But wait, just after 1 week, you go see back where you get for cancers. Now in it, Baba, and they say we pull out press release. You get for costing mama. Just next week, then it cost mama. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the thing we talk about. They don't want to tell me say President Bio, Imama, and Fatima Bio, and other people that imam, the religious leaders, then way that about don't cause, they don't insult them. The incitements the way it don't cause.
Yeah, because we I want to
no, you just wait, relax, PR. Let me talk small. This is very, very something where I believe say we got for hit the name because this is not fair. This is miscarriage of justice. Yeah. Now this is the called miscarriage of justice. Wherein you see the right thing where if you take action, you not take it. But because you feel say you're not the judge or you have somebody, you rule over APC case. We don't care about APC case. We don't want to know about APC case. But if you say you want because they don't cost you mama, they be cost other people than mama, wherein you've been so powerful, you sit down yonder for let you take press release to take action to stop that action, then you not do them. But because they don't cost you your mama, then you feel say your mama better pass president your mama. You are joking, man. You are joking. Yes, DJ Force, continue.
Man, I tell you, back be talking. If you remember back under the green movement, he say where they get for done all the mammy cause. Then your people, then your mama, then they get for the cause. Now they would all reach you. They loyal for 3 years in government where SLPP they don't be they read them mammy cause. They don't be they buy Bluetooth. Abu Tinana Makini. He said the imam then they buy Bluetooth. They go listen to ADEBAYOR voice. They don't know say now other people they mama they cause. Where they primary chief the way they listen to ADEBAYOR. They can't be the cause from mama them. They imam them where they be the listen other mama them mammy cause where ADEBAYOR they can be the cause from mama them back. Abu witness. He talk. He say imam they na Makini na ya. Bluetooth, they say you don't pull other one, they listen. Well, una they inside the government, our president, you don't give una leadership because you know they interfere into una role of responsibility. But una they left you down the mortgage in power towards the former administration. Then when the longer they come towards una now, they una want to take the judiciary system for feds. For what you now don't ascend at the society, you will they fetch back. Anything will happen to you, you blame yourself. That is all I'm going to say here. Yeah, we get the Attorney General, we get the Deputy Attorney General. Then you say, because now a taboo now society, they let it happen inside Makeni. They let you know a political party, they go dance music or bar star PK. They let you know for your music. They say this government nasty. Police they're nasty, the military they're nasty, the court is nasty. They not be know what's in the meaning of that music. They be dance around and they buy into it. City council now sponsor that music. They sponsor. They not be no say it bad. Well, now the result don't come back on them. They're gonna get the repay back. Yeah, but anybody will vex. Anything will happen to you, you blame yourself. So then nobody not buy you APC political game or political baits. That is a political bait for threatening this lawyer for letting cut that case in favor of them. Now they call him, mama, they go pull press release. But they pull cause president, anybody pull press release? Anybody pull press release? Nobody. No pull press release. Police don't be seen, they're down into it. The lawyers there, the judiciary is not be seen, they're down into it. So why not they for call this my mama? They say ADEBAYOR for go apologize. My man, I am saying this with my blood. If ADEBAYOR apologize, I they sue an accord for loss alone led by that money. Yeah? Thank you all.
Thank you. Hey, Madam Tenet Baka. Any take? You follow, don't go. You follow, check out. You might, please.
Now that they sit down, they organize a whole crusade inside McKinney, then they cost presidents be in Mama. One day, create the Standards Association, churches, council of churches, the Muslim Association. Nobody now can do inside fruits on sit down at any radio house and condemn what they do. Then they see whether they count young people there. Then they curse. Nobody not condemn her. Now they say ADEBAYOR for go apologize because they don't know say the case. Hey, na game they play, na game they play. So ADEBAYOR don't go court the judge. For when they court the case in their favor, then go say, now the truth thing that they don't do because ADEBAYOR maybe they against them, don't cost the mama. But see, go court that case in favor of them. It's hard though. President, all the people they will put around you. Now you better show, now they give you. You call on top in one button. Now they run with you.
Yeah.
Then they laugh to you so, then they stab you in your back. Now make every day, that means they go listener. Bidi me. You're not able to me via to it. I'm not able to buama. You wonder where give position. Instead of then they sell you out. It's about that they pretend to you, then they laugh with you. We don't see Boku of them. Nasaga now will be done. We don't watch all my finger. We don't know what's all man stand. 2023. What 2023 they done, but for often they go. On a mark at the world. APC, them bill on destruction, political bully, then they still continue. After them say 1967, I don't be get sense then time then they. I don't born now, but I don't know myself. Then hour then they. So the early 70s, they declare them paramount chief, then go na Mafanta. By force for support them. Now that they don't do inside them frame, now that make them the cause na because so they don't go in opposition. It be just then at their mind say now they no more forget for them as status. Head and they don't do. Una no more equity. Equity don't die. We don't kill her. No more equity. After SLPP, one year anybody. They look inside the water part of the any man that una prepare on herself well for capture APC. Una not green now, una the Boku people there. This party embark on destruction. 4 years opposition, then just they run around. Then they run around, they don't run, they don't get nothing when they come with the table, pass mamie cause and destruction. And it's what president you do. And Escoma, they go home and say, presidency in a continuation. 7 years in a continuation, you not do nothing. You not complete a single project where you go to my point and say, this I do under me 11 years. We say get the Ebola money go. When I for don't get the biggest hospital now, the whole sub-region, under the ECOWAS or Mano River Union, that Ebola money for don't be the biggest hospital, you not do one. Then they grab, it's a counter of all, you know, shame. You know, if they say an esco matter and say, no, you do so. The corruption, they not only do an asalo. All the ambassadors, the way they send. Now they miss different missions. They then trust money, then the way they not pay. Yeah, salon people they wanna gather information. Now this SLPP government and they pay evidence. Then they will get for put on the national radio through the green movement. Now when the campaign they start, now wanna get for put in there. And who will not care? Then bike rider bobode. That one where they demonstrate inside Kenema. Now them see me bobode we don't grow inside Kenema where they talk men they where then they have for do then they go and pass around with them bike there. Now then they misbehave. Who sabi there? Look the one in Nabons, they don't go tap and one day say whether they talk to me, they hey. What's in the man talk men, the mama talk men, they would sabi there. The real man, I like you not get nothing for gang, but I like SLPP. Who don't know all them differences there.
Thank you very much, Madam Tenekwa. I go hold you.
Now God don't expose you now.
Now I go hold you.
Yeah.
Sierra Leone.
They go die now opposition.
Now then they go for die. Now Sierra Leone, so they wrap the program up. I tell you now, see that these two programs now we talk about this and the official a press release. I'm glad we don't debunk her. We don't see say they don't cause mother be in mama, Fatima be in mama, like McKinney. They not do nothing. Nothing not happen. So that hypocrisy now in the day. But however, I just want to show some evidence to Sierra Leone and let us see whether in your mama a better pass President Bio and Fatima be in your mama. We don't see also wherein there is a guy where put trustees Ibutu in the cause mammy in the cause if I'm The woman will not stand in the debunk APC there because in the debunk APC they lie. They put trustees there, they Ibutu, they can funny thing there. I know they show on because it's very, very horrible. But all my don't see that video in the Ibutu and Fisher whatever I call a name, no put press release for that. You know, these are some of the things we talk about. Miscarriage of justice. Some people they feel say when they get started position there, then they can't they feel say them over the position. No, you don't go use you don't go abuse the office to feel say you know kakatua to deprive others. This justice what you feel say they do to others, you forbid them to everybody. You know better pass mother and your mama where they depend course now. So everybody, young picking when innocent picking when they put them at school. But you know, we not see them. We not see that. But now because them cause you your mama. Then if you say your mama in better pass President Bio or Fatima Bio in your mama. No. We know they tolerate that. Nayana, we know
the other and then a political strategy, demon, a political game that they play, political strategy and that they use.
Yes, thank you, Mama. Now we
just
that now the man see what he then can display many what enough press release. Yeah, man, you will give your final statement, then from there your recommendation, then DJ for then from there we close the program.
Fellow Sierra Leoneans, we not get two salon, and one salon I will get. We know say we got the two major political parties then at salon when at the APC and a Sierra Leone People's Party. You know me say because APC don't lost power, so then go therefore make that country they ungovernable or rest anything where the ruling government they try for put in place, then they try for destroy. And they don't get political mental disability. Una where they turn judge. Una where don't turn judge them over Israel. Una they watch them thing and they go on. Where the people they talk and then when I say Allah, it not happen. Would they watch you? That militia there. Where the one they don't parade. Hey, now a clear message they don't send to we. We are well prepared. We they on the alert now. Any bullshitting, una go see what they happen. If una think say this government, una they do like how una do pa kaba, go in exile. Now una get for end up for going exile because this we don't ready. 4 years in opposition at destruction at Brinkham. President call una for can't join hands together for build salon. Una say una not the part of nation building. Una na nation destroyer them. President say he want like the entire city. And not go for Bumbu now. He take them from Cote d'Ivoire. He count and the hydro. Una they still set money una they pay them for court cable there. Would they watch you now? If una no one good. What's how una cut cable now? It go day. Decide whether they not cut cable, lights go day. But if anybody you talk say, if they bring first car inside salon because you don't they in opposition. Now we don't know say una no have open nothing past politics. And then they will see the pull na una moto. You get for say una no. Now ANC na I don't cancel. Now ANC na I don't can. The good northerners then. Oh na me good for salon. Una not join the pada like this squad they don't form. So today, at the call on the Religious Council of Sierra Leone, the CCSL, una sit down a salon, una see what they happen. Oh, first way they complain, not so lazy. Oh, we make us very clear to the general public, let them know what they go on. We not afraid them, let them come. Don't say what they say, then they come. We not afraid them. We know where they cost men, the people that they. And now I can understand because una feel say men the people that better pass to now. So una feel it's intimidated by the mandate rights. Now make every day now men the people them they name they now una more. We they wait for una. Una come with the banda we don't prepare. And so una say una they can't roast them and they there. We go tell una say who they na banda already they wait for una. For the roast to go give una ya motto. The good Sierra Leoneans they when good for that country they salon. Do ya and they say God beg una. We're not listening to them one day. We don't get political mental disability. Lord, look at waiting at the good thing where they for the general public and the community. It's not about individual good. Government is not about individual good. Government is about doing well for the people of Sierra Leone. President Bill, their taxes then we don't reduce for them people there for bringing restaurant with the lost tax. The only way with this problem you get for solve. License to people that made them bring risk and then license then you meet another people their hand, then get tied with APC. So anything that they go with the flow from APC, let them make things worse. The fear crisis, not only salon a day. Yeah, we be they buy fear na ya. 110, 120. We buy fear na I say we buy until 50 cents under this COVID. Now fear don't go $3. Some side and they don't go $4 to $5. So this now a general situation where they affect the entire war. But if you not talk say inside Kanema when I watch the sometimes they half rebel the way that be don't send when I bike riders then because the rebel the older they count bike riding. And then bike riders then where they go up and down and they check then they back seats there. Now through then they transport ammunition into Freetown City. When they check them very seriously. You argue so far, we don't tell you. Come up here, first lady, come up here, President Bio. You get a lot of police officers then we're going to deploy at their mission then. Try focus on the security issues on the ground. You get other people then we're going to send on them duty then. You are the Inspector General of Police. Make sure say you put strong men and they checkpoint them and they check them bike riders then. The security in the country not jeopardize the lives of people there. President Bill, we don't give this country as a soldier. We don't see all what APC don't they do. Do ya with the big. Not disappoint you when it comes to the security, and not disappoint you. We have to get to you. We believe in God. We believe in Almighty God. We say can't lead this country. Yeah? The security of every individual inside Sierra Leone is very paramount. You don't see the threat whether they pose on we in the country. We'll not get for grill. We'll not get for grit today. We'll not get for grit tomorrow. Good Sierra Leoneans their own. I mean, good for Salon. I think I don't send APC in opposition. Make them continue for go into opposition. We go meet back. Tata. SLPP weekly news. Yeah, I feel on. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Tenepaka. Thank you very much, Madam Tenepaka. And Sierra Leoneans there join we for this program here. This is the current affairs. I see somebody don't talk, say, why make them not get access to the program? We be done province when I say when I forget access to the program. And we stand on that. So today we are not to get access, do ya? But I believe say cutting from next week now, we promise say when we don't come with the program, we give we analysis them, therefore they will allow us to participate by the program. The only thing we will not tolerate na mamie cause. Because anybody where you call, if you say they can't cause mamie cause na we stop, we automatically we delete you and also block you and ban you from this platform. Because we not tolerate that. We stand for Mama Sierra Leone, we stand for we party, and we there to say the hard fact. Now SLPP very powerful because we believe in democracy. We not look like other places there, other oppositions there. We say they don't take challenge to debunk them. They all say they go naked and they go destroy. They go do this. We know they do that. But however, DJ Force, please give your final statement to Sierra Leoneans.
I tell Sierra Leoneans and will they follow the Green Movement. And I also welcome Sierra Leoneans for say inside Green Movement, we therefore come with totally they call the program Talking Drum Studio, Talking Drum. Inside this Talking Drum, on live voting, therefore start. We introduce a program where online voting, you call from Musa Yude and you vote for the party who you want or whether you want for Roots Sierra Leone. And where they vote for. This is a program where like with man and get pre-elections where they rate the two leaders and the opposition party and the ruling party. Then they can tell now for can vote. This now a kind of something where they can introduce where that get for the count now the engineer will able to tell now the day where that pre-voting get for the camp online voting. You call, they announce name, they call form and whose party you vote for. Then the judges they go there where they go the mark. After that, then they go count the numbers of vote for the APC party and the number of vote for the SLPP party, but the engineer will come up with a date. But fellow Sierra Leonean, Madam Tenepaka don't left a final speech. IG Sovla and the security network, the bike riders, they don't plenty now Sierra Leone. When allow they check their coach and where they well, and allow they check their bike, their registration, allow they monitor the bike movement now Pluton because the bike riding population don't increase. Now, through that, they distribute weapons. Then, we call upon the government attention for say, una monitor security, now for monitor government, for monitor. And I also want for assure the Sierra Leoneans and say the government is in opposition. This party is in power now, they in opposition, and they accuse this party for saying they are mumu opposition. And for more they don't kind of power, they don't display that mumu opposition, and they will want them to come out to their shell for engage the radio stations them across the districts that you are getting paid. If you cannot engage the radio station, then step down. We get a lot of SLPP that we want job. We say go the talk now Green Movement. We want job now Sierra Leone. We not tell una say we are running this stream at a free cost. We not get right for car work now. No, we born na Sierra Leone. We buy certificate na Sierra Leone. We na SLPP. Yeah, we get right for car work na Sierra Leone. President Bio, we tell you thank you for we. I mean, you don't bring development for we people. But President, you visit the bread factory. We bother them back within a tweet on. They say one job now. At least visit that bread factory for make you see how far the engineers they don't stop with this bread factory. So I tell everybody thank you. I tell Dima thank you. We will bring me kind of the studio. Thank you.
Thank you very much, DJ Force. Sierra Leoneans, this is not our favorite program. We don't start and feel say we dey make sure we educate with the public and we don't sacrifice everything for una. And we dey make sure una get the program the right way and una self be part of the program. Just like how the PRO don't say with the cow that we show whether and whether ready to vote. And when we go into election, who that go for winner. So we get for do that comprehensive analysis and where we go showcase to the people then. I tell you all times, the followers of the Green Movement, the one that we believe in President Bio, the one that we believe see Mama Sierra Leone for better, the one that we believe in DJ Force, the one that we believe in Madam Tenek Baka, the one that we believe in Dima the Great, and we also tell thanks to we critics them, because without criticism, we not go become better. With una criticisms, then they make we very much better. So we also tell una thanks for what una use una time to come and be part of this program, and we encourage una for let una be part of we. Just like how una say the sacrifice, they come, we share knowledge, una messages, then una left with the read them, with the pick some senses then they, some advices then they, and with the forward and also we believe say with the forward and for learning also look at una messages then. So not feel say when you send message Naya or you comment in irrelevant. It's very, very important. Because then comments then we can also send them to the way we also send them for advice. Remember, see this platform, President Bio in platform, now the Green Movement, for we all, so and President Bio a listening president. I know say when they enjoy the program, but we don't use 2 hours now. And Miss Wayne, as I don't see, I don't wear my uniform. They go to go do on my own duty, just like how President Bio left the job, and so me say like my job, you see. But however, we say una thanks very, very much for una be part of the program. Yes, DJ Force. I'm glad the way I deal with my PRO. I've been missing on SLPP Weekly News. I'm glad the way it there. We order soldier in all day today instead of busy. Not so the Babylon. We are busy. But despite that, we still use the time we believe we get to talk to una to make sure Sierra Leone understands say that Mother Bio come for the whole nation. We all are one country, one people. Even though we get some people then they where they fix it, Salona, they won't get time. Mende man not for ruler, Timini man not for ruler, Fulaman not for ruler. But we they tend to say no, we they change that dimension. We they make sure what are we not expect for let it be a leader in that country day. We God don't choose, we they stand on that. APC they be don't marginalize too many people there for so long. You never know. Just like how Alpha can tell una, because sometimes una don't be not to map on the right China, but the right road to the State House is the new direction. So when I join when I come on board, support President Bio, tell your brother we na tolongbo, tell and say let a change in tolongbo mentality, in tolongbo ideologies, a come to power pops for Salon for better. Thank you very much, followers. Yes, DJ Force, I'm glad they want to meet you. Now I go further.
And let God go with you and let God make it drive safe to work. Thank you very much, engineer. And I wish to operate with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think Tenet Parker also will be there with me. But as we close the program, I don't tell when I say Tolongbo no go sidoya. And we believe in that. And Tego Tolongbo no go sidoya.
Corruption tuboku. Tolongbo no go sidoya. Corruption tuboku. Tuboku. Cut off transformer tuboku.
Tolongbo no go sidoya.
Mami ko tuboku.
Keke